is you there. Welcome to the art of science and how we express it. Today we're going to be talking about a very particular topic. You might know what are macromolecules. Well, macromolecules are just basically living organisms that live inside our bodies and are concerned in different types of methods. Now we're going to go to my partner. Oh, here he is. He's going to describe us the 4 different types of biomolecules we have.
Hey, hello everyone. Okay, so first of all, we're gonna talk about proteins, for gym. We're gonna then talk about nucleic acids. It's from your DNA or RNA. Then we're gonna talk about lipids, fat people, just going. And then we're gonna end with carbs.
Oh, surprise again. So now that my partner explained what are the 4 basic types of molecules, we're now going to go explore and acknowledge every single type of them and discover what are their purposes and their categories and how they're divided. So guys, let's move on.
Let's go.
So now that we're here, we can now start to analyze the 4 different types of the 4 different categories we have in order to complete our biomolecules. We're going to start first with the proteins. Follow me, boys. Now guys, we're in the proteins zone. As you can probably tell, you've eaten proteins your whole life. What are proteins, of course? Proteins are important to your growth and development of your muscles, tissues, and even all your body cells. Proteins is one of the essential parts of that your body needs to have in order to survive. The properties of proteins are very simple. They're colorless, tasteless, crystalline, and also they have slow diffusion. As you can probably tell, there's 2 types of proteins, simple and conjunctive. They're ensemic, and they also are structural, have transport, and they also have nutrient storage. You can probably tell you've eaten proteins your whole life, and now we're going to continue with our tour of the biomolecules. Oh, take a look guys, there's my partner Victor behind himself. Let's just go and check what he's doing. Come on. Hey Victor, hey man, what are you doing?
Hey, I'm just buying some bread for my carbohydrates for my lunch. Do you know that carbohydrates provide energy and they got a cell communication and they provide a good structure in your cells? And do you know that there are 2 types of carbohydrates, the complex and simple? The complex ones are in breads and cereals, they provide fibers, and the simple ones are in milk and some veggies. Do you know also that these carbohydrates are soluble in water and they're sweet and solid, like this bread? We're going back with my friend Gonzalo. I think he's somewhere here buying some lipids. Oh, there he is. Hi, Gonzalo.
Hello guys, sorry, a lot of touring made me hungry. You know what my snacks contain? Lipids. You know what lipids are? Lipids are building blocks of biological membranes, long hydrocarbon chains that actually store fats and energy that help your body within you. Well, the properties of lipids are very simple. They're tasteless, non-polar, and are non-water soluble. Also, they're solid and liquid. It's oil basically. The types of fats you can, the types of lipids you can basically find are saturated fats, unsaturated fats, storage, structural, and others. So let's continue with my partner Victor, and let's see what's the last choice we have, because I'm pretty hungry now. Let's get out of here. Well guys, I'm afraid we didn't have a good exit. They just kicked us from a supermarket, but it doesn't matter. We still have time to explain.
Just one more.
more.
They're called the nucleic acids. And these nucleic acids are 2 types, the RNA and the DNA. These are in the genetic info that people got in their genes. So as we can see, these nucleic acids contain uracil, guanine, thymine, cytosine, and adenine. So, yeah.
Usually it's like 2 or 3 times.
Well, that didn't go as planned. But anyways guys, I hope you enjoyed and watched the 4 different types of biomolecules we analyzed today. We analyzed a lot of stuff today and I hope it all worked out. I didn't get my snacks, but I hope you all got the knowledge inside you, boys and girls. So let's continue to our classroom and watch the second part of our segment. Good job, boys.
Hi everyone! Today I'm going to talk about the diet in the world, explaining the 4 essential biomolecules in our diet. First, the carbs. In the world, it's an average of the intake of 21%, with North Korea being the highest and Australia being the lowest. Then lipids, with 7%. Every country has between 7 and 9% of the intakes. Then fruits and veggies. It's a total of 40% in average, China being the highest and Somalia being the lowest. And then proteins, with 50%. Somalia is the highest, and Germany is also the highest, and North Korea is the lowest, but intake of dairy and eggs. And the intake of meat and pork is 9%, with Hong Kong being the highest and India being the lowest with 1%. So now we can conclude that the diet does not only depend on production, imports or exports, it also depends on the income. Rich countries have a more balanced diet with lipids, fruits, veggies, etc. But poor countries base their diets on cereals and bread. And word. in Africa, there have been a lot of conquests, and they have, especially of Europeans, and they have introduced a lot of seeds, cereals, bread, even fruits. But because of its deplorable weather, it's impossible for them to grow. It is because of the poverty, again, that the diet is so bad, and the malnourishment is very common, except for Ghana, because it has 11% of undernourishment, and they ingest germs and vitamins and fiber. Then, in Australia is also a great city, and it does not suffer of undernourishment, but 68% of the population is obese. Then, in Asia, in the Middle East countries, incredibly, they do not suffer of undernourishment, because they balance all their fruits, cereals, meat, they eat meat and pork, they eat everything, even seeds and all that. And in China, for example, Singapore, all in Hong Kong, even Korea, they are one of the most, the healthiest diets in the world, because they have everything, even fish, veggies, fruits, everything. And in America, it's also a very balanced diet, but because of the fast food, especially in the United States and in Mexico, it's not very well balanced. And in South America, because of the poverty and the inequality, it's very hard to have a good diet. And in Europe, it also has the healthiest countries, especially Spain, Italy, Greece, Sweden, and because of especially in the Mediterranean, because they use oils and they balance everything. And even though they have had some sicknesses because of the meat and imports, they can still produce and consume very well. And all the other problem is that in Kazakhstan, in Asia, they have nuclear territory, and also in Israel, it has one of the healthiest diets, but because of the political conflicts, it's so hard to give the supplements. But overall, it's not very bad.
And when we start talking about sustainability in food, it's a really controversial topic because many people have many different opinions. So, cutting to the chase, sustainability in food is basically the use of resources at a rate that the earth can obtain and that the earth can reproduce all the resources that we are getting from it. And well, this topic is very important because if we start using the sustainability in our food consumption, we can reduce the water consumption, we can reduce the greenhouse production that we have been accumulating all these years, we can stop the biodiversity extinction of several and thousands and millions of species that we have been exterminating through these years, and we can also start having a more healthy diet and one that helps us and the planet. By implementing sustainability, we could create a rapid growth of our economy, and we could also create a big couch for all the biodiversity that we have been losing the past years. And well, as an example, of here our friend Diana, she and her friends, when they were in second grade in high school, they created a little harvest on the roof of their school, and they took the crops they harvested to a little poor school in Mexico. And this is a main way of producing your own food and taking it to communities that cannot do it. And with this, you can stop losing and creating more of the food. And at the rapid rate that our population has been growing, we must find a balance to promote our food system, because if we do not apply the sustainability in our food system, we will not have the one that we use today.